Yo, welcome back to Cashing Props with Kirk for Tuesday, May 14th. We've got two series that are 2-2, and this is going to be a great day of basketball. I'm expecting two close games and two great games, with the spreads both being Knicks -2.5 and Nuggets -4 at the time of this recording. But I got to let you know right now, I'm on a heater on Pickdawgz Premium. My basketball plays are going bonkers. I'm 7-2 in my last 9 plays. I just put up a 3-day package for NBA, which you get 3 days for the price of 2, which is great value because I can always have a bad day, but that package shows consistency and you will get winners across the 3 days. But I do have my 1-day package as well, the NBA three-pointer, where I give you my alley-oop, I dish you to play, you just lock in with your boy Kirk. Then we got the best player prop of the day and another great NBA play in that package. Remember to like and subscribe to Pick Dawgz YouTube and also check out their free betting tools on their site. Now let's get into it with Knicks Pacers. The player prop I'm going with here is Jalen Brunson under 32.5 points at a -138 line. The Knicks just look depleted in game 4. I know you're going to expect Brunson to do all this stuff and carry them how he has in the first 2 rounds, especially in Philly. And I guess the first 2 games of this series, Brunson was pretty magnificent. But this is just such a high line still. I mean, his ankle is hurt. He was questionable for game 4, probably questionable for game 5. McConnell's all over him. Nemhard's all over him. Neesmith is all over him. He's just having to work so hard for everything on the floor. All his shots were short in the third quarter of the game 4, and he just looked exhausted. I'm sorry, Thibodeau is running out of options, but he's gonna have to go with Brunson because he's been their best player. But I don't see him hitting this 32.5 mark. So back the under here is my player prop of the day, the Knicks versus Pacers. Now let's go to my value play. Here I tried to switch it up a little. I'm going to go with Tyrese Halliburton, 3+ steals at plus 330. He's done this in 2 of 4 games, and he didn't play too much in game 4, which was one of the games he didn't do it because they were just up by so much. Just insane how much they won that game by. So that's kind of an outlier game. So I'd say 2 out of 3 games he's done this in, and both of the games he's done this in were in New York. Not that this means anything, but the series shifts back to New York, so who knows? At plus 330 for something he's done 2 out of 4 games, that's pretty good value here. And with the Knicks being tired and everything, they could be more sloppy. So I like Halliburton to get 3+ steals in game 5. And yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a great game. It's the smallest spread it has been in this series. So tap in for the game. It's 8 o'clock Eastern. So this is going to be a good game. But anyways, let's not keep you any longer. Let's get to Nuggets versus Wolves, where the home team has dropped every single game, which is, I don't know. The Nuggets were great at home during the year. The Wolves were as well. So this is kind of shocking, but the Nuggets showed that they had that championship DNA in them. And yeah, I think they'll win this series. But let's get to my player prop, and it's Anthony Edwards over 30.5 points at -106. He's dropped 40 plus in 2 games this series already, and I think the Nuggets are okay with letting Ant do his thing. They're just gonna have to stop all the role players, which is what they did in game 4. Ant had 40, but they still lost by about 10 that game. So if they let Ant drop 40, but Cat goes 5 for 18, Daniels doesn't do much, Reed, Alexander Walker, all those guys, if they contain those, I think they've realized that they need to do that because Ant is just unstoppable. I'm sorry. Ant is insane. So I like Ant to have a really good game 5, and I'm backing him over 30.5 points here. So then let's go to my stat leader. This I'm going with the old Mike Conley to lead the game in assists at plus 350. I know you're going to think Jokic is a lock, but you have to think about it. Jokic hasn't had 10 assists in a game this series, And I think last game, Jokic realized that he needs to score the ball. And he had his lowest output in game 4 with 7 assists. 7 is still a lot. Don't get me wrong here, but I think Jokic will be looking to score a lot more in this series, and it looks like that's what Michael Malone wants him to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be too worried about Jamal Murray. Mike Conley has out-assisted him every game. Conley put up 10 assists in game 1, followed by 6 in game 2 and 3, and he also had 9 in game 4. So this is pretty good value at plus 350 here, as Mike Conley is their leader, really. I know Ant's their scoring leader and their leader, but he's the veteran they need around and on the court. So I like Mike Conley in this spot. Let's back him at plus 350 and hope he out assists Jokic or whoever may have a good game in that column. And remember, this is dead heat. So if he were to tie with Jokic, it would be cut in half the odds, but it would be cut to plus 175. So we would still profit on that. Let's get to the parlay of the day with plus 458 odds. Let's get Halliburton in there, 20 plus points at minus 140. He's been cooking right now. He's gone over this in his last 3 games. And I don't expect it to stop here. He's hitting threes, he's hitting floaters, and he looks like he can really get by most players right now in that depleted Knicks defense. So let's throw Halliburton in there, 20 plus points for leg 1. Aaron Gordon over 12.5 points at minus 128 is going to be my second leg. He had a career playoff high where he shot 11 for 12. Obviously, I don't expect him to do this again, but he has hit 2 threes in all 4 games, which is just not like Aaron Gordon. He averaged under a 3 a game during the regular season. So this is Aaron Gordon at his hottest that I've seen him for the Nuggets. So I have to ride the wave. Jokic does find him a lot for easy dunks. He gets a lot of putback dunks, hits some mid-range, and he's been looking good. So I like this line. So let's put him in there. And then third, I'm going to go with Mike Conley over 6.5 assists at plus 104. He's done this in 2 of his 4 games, and he's coming off a 9-game assist. So at plus value here, I like this. And let's slide that in there for a plus 458 parlay across the Knicks, Pacers, and Nuggets Wolves game. Remember, I got you covered on Pickdawgz Premium. My best plays of the day, 1 player prop and 1 play in both those games. So head over there, lock in with your boy. The train's rolling right now, and it's going to keep rolling. And yeah, have a good day betting, and I look forward to seeing you interact in the comments, what you guys think, and hopefully you ride with me and let me know. Let's go.